Cementy going to wait back and expect the T-side players to make their way in. Chanky opens up first blood, does get dealt with by Kindo very effectively. Cementy still watching out for the next player out of the play. And AVN's going to get caught off as a result. Collins trades it to a 3 versus 2, but it's still in the favour of the Seats. A couple of decent tag shots, but not enough to quite get those kills together. Zoots caught off in the back line, so 2 versus 2. Edim and Raga pressing the issue back towards the back of the B site. He's still got Collins to deal with. He's extremely low HP, but he's still getting tags off. Eventually finding that kill onto Raga, and now looking for the last man. Makes it a double up and makes it a pistol for 4glory.
No teammates to support.
Ready for the first shot, lines up a collateral, not quite a kill on the second man, but Collins is on 15 HP, and he's also dead to rights with his back turned towards Raga's part. A 5-on-3 game by Infinite without any damage being done by the 4glory side. AUG finally does get traded back by D's AWP. Cementy can turn back into towards D, and AVN and Kindo in a 2v4 situation. 4glory have lost control of this one very effectively. Kindo is on the flank. He takes his shot, though, and that gives away the info to where he's playing from. Chanky training back on AVN, and the last man being seen by the M4 allows that first in. Burst fire of the M4, hoping to catch players off. The smokes go down to try and extinguish the flames. Chanky is going to get caught out in the open as AVN opens up this round. Cementy's ready with counter utility. And 4glory do try and press the issue. Actually, they look back in towards that ramp control. Collins gets Eden back to a 5-on-3. AWP could line up so many, but he only gets tags up. Kindo on 3 points of health, but he's alive. The same can't be said for Raga and Cementy and Zoots, while Cementy's dropping quick.
What an excellent round from 4glory. Just the
fourth round of 4glory
going into their second half.
There's Zoots pressing towards the outside control. A kill found for him to start off.
He might be able to assist in terms of the ramp players moving aggressively. And even for Eden, they've got a man advantage and they're looking for more fights.
Up shot missing out for D, recognizing that Zoots is going to press the issue, and the M4 gets another good pick back alongside Raga turning involved. And well, the CTs are mopping out against it. Everyone falls for 4glory. The man to cross, try and take the engagement. Can't quite win out that fight, though. Seeing the next man as Raga is set to fall. AVN picks up the pick back. He's traded on by Edim. 4-on-4, and Chanky did spot players crossing back a blue box.
Now, Edem's just pulling the distraction, trying to allow the main players to do as much damage as possible. Cementy still hasn't given up the ghost, but it's more kills coming through, and they know that Edem's here. He's so low, probably won't even be able to find a pick.
Eventually gets caught off through that smoke, leaving it all on Zoots. The Cementy falls the same, and Kindo cleans house. And 4glory's in, smokes out, flashes going over, fast play into the A site. Kindo, the first man out. Zoots is completely caught off guard, having absolutely no idea. D catches Cementy up close here. Chanky can get one responsive, but Kindo fires back from the low of the site, catching his kill. Serini caught by Fraga, and he was not ready for that one. AWP training back to the AK, and the bomb goes down in a 3v3.
Well, Raga has the opportunity of trying to peek and just deny that bomb from going down. Doesn't quite happen. The Evan players, they need a flash to get out. That's going to come in.
Flashes in, CT's dive down. Eden turns that SMG into a pick. Collins trades, Eden trades him right back. 2 frags to his name, and D on 9 points of health. Scoped in, looking out towards Squeaky. The fuse being stuck by Raga, and there's no way he can swing back in time. It's going to be a third for Infinite as 4glory do have the tables turned on them.
They'll be disappointed. Very light. Same could be said for the T side, so being able to be the victors of this next could be all the difference. And even for D, scoped in, quite tunnel vision down. Eden turns it into 2.
And Cementy makes it a 3 casualty round for 4glory for the T's.
Collins just desperate for a pick back. Really needs to try and open up from this ramp position. Deals with the first. How much more can really come from that, though? It's only 1 pick.
Okay, Serini sees that one man. Raga gets back out of dodge. AWP leaning back towards outside. Gets his head taken clean off. That's 2 more picks back for 4glory. And a 3-on-1 can go down to the back site. Janky will spray blind. Crossfire with his teammate. Doesn't come up with a kill. Collins is extremely low. Serini goes down. And Zoots trades places to get the kill together and get the defuse in for Infinite. Bashes in, Cementy watching, Kindo caught off, Cementy, AVN back and forth with the kills in a 4 versus 3 scenario. Smoke was rolling for Chanky to try to smoke off the squeaky door. Herd there, flashing his way out. Serini gets back to close vents. AUG dives in, and Edem can just get that kill, but Serini trades it back. The AWP looks towards closed vents, brings it back to a 2v2, spots the second player, drops down, faces in. They're both out towards Hut. 10 seconds for the defuse, and D comes up with his AWP pick. Chanky can't win against the man, and Infinite gave it their best try.
And for 4glory, it's set up to be an inner take.
Molotov's in, Janky finds that opening kill. Cementy can spray through, catch Kindo and AVN. Zoot's looking out towards this hot position, leaves it all on D now. 1v5, missed the quick scope shot. And Janky closes back with a killer. Mac 10's on 2, off back for Raga, takes this fight and wins it. AVN trades back as Raga gets an 8 kill on towards that man. 2 for 1 on the responsive, 4glory down by a player.
Now, Sereni's making some good work of this ramp position. Collins catching off the aggressive move, and Infinite, they are making a bad habit of this, of when they're...
This round. God sees his man, misses his shot. Sereni gets his kill and doubles up for HP. Tsui Cash just float a decent buy. Not going to be amazing, though. Be lacking in some key departments, of course. There won't be an AWP.
Trying to evade as many of those flashes as possible. They don't know about the walkout already.
Yeah, they'll avoid all the T-side players by extension. AVN, Collins getting the latest 2 kills. Cementi trying to line up 2, only gets the 1 frag. And Edom coming out from hell will try to get to heaven.
Edom's here now.
Smokes it off, nade in, missed out, goes out towards the blue box corner and ultimately loses out the chances. D swings out, gets his shot in and goes 9-6 up. Trying to catch them off. Bomb plant is in the perfect position to try and counteract him. He's at the end of the smoke. I think he just got spotted, and yes, he does get driven away. Meanwhile, 3 players coming out from ramp, and D and Sereni can get those 2 kills in against Cementy and Raga. Janky trades back to a 3-3-3 scenario. The bomb's yet to get planted, but it should go down soon. Not before Zoots gets the man advantage and doubles it up with a perfect headshot.
Great stuff from Zoots, being able to really...
Attack real quick. Moves in to open up the window. Observation, flicks around towards the decon position, but Edom still finds his kill. 4glory could be looking at the early exit here in the International Online Cup. Menti swing, Sereni can catch that pick alongside Collins to follow suit on Zoots, and if they pick up the slacks, they might not need... Kindo, I set. Edom walking out, tapping his way forward, can't connect it. Raga can get an off shot, at least Edom to follow suit back on Kindo. Smoke back towards Mini, swing out for AVN, gets a trade involved. The 3 versus 2. Infinite still have the sight.
Incendiary.
Up in, smokes down, swing out. Kill coming in for Sereni, all left to Janky. 17 seconds to hold off against the bomb defuse. He's wrapping in towards the squeaky door. The bomb's open for him, so in theory he could swing back. He's got to deal with AVN first and foremost, though. Great spray in, great kill found. Second player not going to go down, but they haven't got a kit. Sereni's got it, but he's not got enough time. They're out of there. They've got to run for it, and there's time stalling for Infinite. And Infinite are the ones in the lead to wake. This does not look good for 4glory.
No, not at all. They've got to turn things around quickly, and I like this positioning coming through from D, catching off the first player, Raga. Collins aggressing outside, could just give the advantage back straight away, and yep, there it is, 4v4.
A great flash to bait him out and try and force his... These 2, Sereni takes his fight, wins out against 1 individual. Rules out an advantage for 4glory. Molotov is going to get up the ghost.
D with this orb, just going to try and get jiggled. That's the bomb being dropped. This is the round pretty much over from here, because they don't even know about the player in closed vent.
Shot missed. Zoots comes up. 3v2 still wrapping the corner at closed vent. As Zoots hard checks it, means they're back to even standing again. AVN trying to swing back out. He also gets caught. And Infinite are going to force the issue, but Sereni still drops that bomb. In with his 2k. Nade back to his position. Tagged in the 4 points of HP. Makes it an easy duel for Edom. And Infinite will win 11. Die potentially, a split more likely. Janky down in. M4s finally find their crossfire. Sereni and Collins with their kills. The damage done to Raga and Cementy leaves a very advantageous 5v3.
And Infinite are going to have to start working in what they did in that last round, just bringing back the advantages. Cementy outside just going to get swung on by Collins, not expecting that peak to come through for him at all.
And walk in from us involved, gets his kill back. Raga in a 1 versus 5. Drop off the time. This is going to be very, very close. They have the reads. They have the utility in. Flash is going over. Smokes on. Reload court. T-side players will make their way out. There's Kindo with his kill. There's Sereni with 2 frags trying to make it a triple man spray, and that's exactly what he connects it to. And Seiko dealt with effective. All 5 alive for 4glory.
Going in for the vent dive. They've got no idea. Even if D gets a pick outside, at least he's doing damage in this round.
Oh, AK whiffs it. Edom does come up with that kill eventually. A bit too overzealous and almost threw that kill away. With a 12-11. 5 on 4. Sereni in his way around. Can catch Zoots just to get him. Looking back towards Edom, and he gets the double up to return back to the favor of the CT side.
Sereni literally made 2. That could have been the round done. Instead, it's completely the opposite.
Collins gives away his info towards Lockers as Raga gets the kill back on Kindo. A 3 versus 3. Serini wasted here if they're not careful. Ideal for them just to get this retaken with no further casualties. Dropping in, Cementi picks up a VN. Now leaving it to two individuals.
Some risk. We've got the money in terms of the safety net, so okay, let's try and see if we can work something from it. Collins with that flash.
With smokes up, Molotovs up for Raga. Ready to go for the execution. Eden's just try facing up ahead of this smoke though. Kill found player in the backside player at mini scene. Killed off a second kill, a third kill, and fourth kill in fact as Raga behind him with AWP. And it's all just falling apart now.
AVN even whiffing a simple shot with the AWP. He's got to be a dead man. There's so many T-side players all around him. And yeah, that's the secondary AWP falling to a level that I didn't expect here from Infinite on that one.
Footsteps, those that are all inbound towards the B site. What can you do to hold up against them? First fragility seen on Zeus. Secondary 1v1 given up. Man's a triple on the spray. Not quite getting the kill for it, but a dink down onto Raga could still work out well. 3-on-3. Chanky and Serini not checking. Oh, this could be massive. 2-kill spray. Raga's left alone and low HP and has no chance of winning this round. They're out of dodge. They're saving the weapon.
Why is it too complicated? And, oh, okay, the AWP just goes down before the time expires.
Is that going to make a massive difference when Sereni's got 25 kills? He's playing towards the outside control. 2 kills found. Almost that triple. He barely gets away from it. Chanky with a trade credit. And Eden working into the A site, making noise. Maybe detected by the player on hut. Is he looking for him? No. Kindo's back's turn. Eden finds the pick. Looking onto the site. Not ready for Collins. The utility's pulled out for it. And man advantage stays to 4glory.
That was a really
back into the A site. Bomb plants in there to the smoke. AVN lines up a simple spray. Didn't even. 2 more for Infinite to get to OT. They've been tagged pretty heavily in this follow-up by. Spray through for Collins. Can catch Raga. Cementi there with a trade. Need a wrap.
Up ahead.
There's Eden finally dealing with Serini out towards Decon. The AWP forced on road.
This is a decent read for the CTs. One up from heaven already. T misses the shot. They don't know about the lobby player of Kindo. Now they do. And the AWP gets traded in heaven.
Know exactly where Kindo is as well. Smoke to suppress him. Bit of cover off from the event's entrance. The M4 coming forward. Molotov in. Zoots hears the footsteps and the knife pulled out. The wrong possible timing. Leaving AVN left to save. Surely in this 1 versus 3, he's got no chance.
I don't even think he'll know why he pulled out his knife in that sort of situation. It's not going to really help him evade that molly any quicker. AVN slightly inconsistent with this AWP. They're going to try and go hunting, deal with this last player. Does do some exit damage onto Chanky. It was just how quickly D fell.
At least AVN's picking apart the T-side players, making it an expensive hunt. The buy will be there for AVN watching with the AWP. Flashed, completely evaded, gets his kill. Opens up against Cementi, falls back out of dodge. D with your crossfire. Lands the collateral tag and a kill on Eden. And just like that, Infinite have lost 2, nearly 3.
All right, Infinite, come on. I want to see some magic. We need to see some big plays from them, and they know that AVN is down to this lower bomb site. That's a great frag to come through from Zoots, just trying to evade the barrel completely.
All-important pick for him. M4 leans up for Serini, but Raga gets his kill, and the bomb gets planted for all Toxic. 3v3 retake.
Collins making a lot of noise getting out to these double doors. Raga is aggressing with the AWP. He could be on for another.
M4 leaning in, gets his shot back, and now it's all left on 2. D and Kindo. Kindo coming in from Decon. Spray through the wall bangs, catching Zoots for a ton of damage. Second spray, can't quite find the pick back, but Chanky does fall. HP advantage, D turns the M4 into it, and the AK, all that remains for Zoots, tagged up so heavily, and the kill comes back with plenty of time for 4glory to get it at 60. Wrap around and trying to make his way into the CT side. Taps on, seeing as one individual. Catching Zeus, turning it to a 5 on 4 with 4glory quickly bursting back into the site. The diffuser's going to get stuck out here. His own flank is defended, and 4glory stick the whole thing to get the pistol round.
Great stuff coming, some early damage coming through. AVN still keeping eyes up onto that A site itself and dealing with that first player. Start could bring in rotations back over, and Collins is thinking about making an aggressive move himself with that SMG, and the picks just start to flow forward for the City side, not really being challenged at all. Collins back his turn, so there is a way in which there is some damage being done by this. I've got to imagine as well, that buy-up that's going to be coming through from Lockout. Can't really expect much from him at all. There is some upgrades. I was going to say the Tech 9 out from Edom, and, well, the CTs are just aggressing forward, being able to take a lot of those early fights, and really just limiting what the T-side can find at all. Not really even any damage being done. Kindo down at 98 is the only thing that we've seen. And from 4glory, it seems to be another easy cleanup round for them.
Yeah, nothing I can do about this. The Deagle just standing by, left to probably picked apart by the CT forces. Like shots, but Collins easy pickings. 3-0 start
out to the bridge position itself. A lot of emphasis on taking these early fights in lane. D just going to smoke down. Does get spammed through from Serini, so that's Raga finding the first pick. Can't quite trade onto D, so that aggressive move forward out from Donut works into a good position itself. Edom going to get caught off by the SMG, so another aggressive fight coming through. And Shanky hoping for some sort of pick back in the Candles area itself. And now just trying to see if they can get something together of this. Collins now falling to Cementi, meaning that AVN's going to have to start making an aggressive move. The Org throws it back into a 3v2 itself, and we're just getting into a position where we're just going back and forth, back and forth. Kindo, D, and AVN still with a man advantage in the 3v2. Now making a 3v1, and Zoots is the last one left. 1v3 situation. Gets caught out from the ramp position itself. 4glory, 4-0. D is just aggressing forward. They are playing with so much confidence, and finally the utility catches off D. He doesn't even find a pick in the matter.
Chanky with the frag found. So little is seen. The T-side players just start walking. Chanky can get a kill, but Collins can't trade it. So again, it's a 2-for-1 that favors the T-side, but it doesn't last much longer than a few seconds.
Collins has got to be very careful. He's aggressing again, and Zoots is just on the other side of that. 4glory, AVN fought so hard to bring it back out from mid, and now he's got to do it again. Can he follow up with even more? He's found a double, not quite that triple. Zoots is on 1 HP.
That's their way back out. Waiting for the exit frags, knowing he's out of time. Will get Raga at least make this a very expensive round for Infinite.
Not the kill entirely.
Aggressive Serena wants to get out here, try and counteract Infinite straight into the elbow position. Kill found against his name. D can respond towards Edom at least. 4-on-4 scenario as Ragazorp leans in, does spot a pixel gap for one CT player, but doesn't capitalize on it. He didn't register that Collins was out there. Collins and Kindo, crossfire, frag on 2 individuals, making it a triple. Not quite entirely a quadra. Continuing to dominate here in this donut position. Oh, the spray through Serini, completely blind. Catches Zoots, spot him. How much noise is he going to make? His back's turned. The spray's evolved for Kindo, meanwhile out of lane. Finally, a kill can come through for Serini, so Collins has got to be careful out of window. D on rotations will try to cut him off as the B-site hit is going to come through. Should get a bomb planted at least. The retake might be on 4glory.
Oh, Collins, though, this could be the position. If the distraction's being pulled, he can find a multitude of frags. Can't quite deny that bomb from going down. Infinite need more advantages coming back, and Raga struggles in mid.
Leaving Cementi and Chanky, the last 2 players left. One player out towards the right corner. Takes his engagement on Cave and gets Kindo. Still the backstab in from Collins as Chanky turns on AVN and now recognizes where the next CT is at. The AWP gives up his life, and Collins now left to clutch it. Swung upon by Cementi at the right timing. And Infinite... D want to try frag back with that stance. Get the AWP straight into the aggression in mid. Find Chanky, kick things off for the
4glory, just when they throw away a round like that in the last. AVN thinking about making an info play. Cementi does catch off the Candles lurk.
Really caught. Raga could also drop 2 players lining up for Collins. He gets damage to the second man. Edom responds on the trade. So it's still a 3v3. Infinite Gaming keeping pace. Backstabs in from Cementi. Kindo hasn't heard the footsteps of the spray could come through. What? No, he adjusts to get his kill instead. And Zoots finds his trade to get a bomb down. A 1-on-2 for him. Expecting someone to be out here for the CT. Smoke on, spray through, player caught. 1 man left in AVN. Can get towards that bomb. Tap the defuse, stick the whole 5 seconds. He's covered off by the totem. Zoots know this. Spray on the left-hand side. He's covered off towards that. And it will be 8 to the board of the CT side. He's all watching. The Chanky shot missed out. The Galil wins out that fight. And now AVN holds back with the AUG in hand. Awkward spray. Can't get it together against Cementi. Mistakes made across the board there for 4glory, enabling those kills to come back for Infinite. Chanky trying to aggress even further, get another kill to his name. It's a 2v5. 4glory are out of there.
That was an interesting approach up to the A site itself. Collins thinking about making a play, has the potential of trying to drop onto this bomb, does deal with Edom, takes a fair bit of damage in the response. He's 4 points of health, and even the flashes are coming through onto Kindo.
A smoke to suppress him as well. Bomb's going to get to site, and Kindo can't really do much with this. He will catch the player out in the open, but a hair too late to deny the bomb.
Struggles to be able to find any impact at all. Eventually, those CTs just hold on to the weapons. Money's not in a great state.
This time, the M4s on 3 individuals from us for D. AK, of course, saved by Collins, and Serini straight in with the aggression out towards window. Finds the kid in the lane.
Oh, even this HE, they're going to spam up onto the orb. So much damage coming through from Raga. He still wants to try and take a fight.
And he's going to win it as well. Serini traded. D backed up here in Donut, waiting with his FAMAS at the ready. AK a Chanky leaning up, smoke off towards candles, allow him to start pressing the issue. Collins is going to try and expect to meet them.
You got to wonder, do they even pre-aim out to this left-hand side? Chanky's thinking about it. The jiggles in from the FAMAS, can't do anything. And now Avian's the only player on this A side.
Well, wraps in from Collins, though, creeps up as no one was watching the candles entrance, and he gets his 2 frags to eliminate all presence from Donut. Cementi and Zoots even back up towards top mid, just entering elbow, just now trying to re-establish their presence in the control. And Kindo just shuts down Zoots, drops that bomb, does not see the second T-side player.
Collins just walks through that temple smoke, gets a couple of kills. Kindo does the same. Yes, Cementi's able to isolate 1 pick. How does he get that bomb down on this A site, though?
Plant should be secured. AVN, nope, never mind. Spray through, catches the player. Back D on rotation. They've got AVN in the back of the site. M4 ahead of the smoke, blind firing. Does get driven away as Zoots catches Collins, and AVN can't get any kills back out. It's a 5-on-4. Advantage infinite for the retake.
A great take to the A side so far. Comes down now to getting more picks on the post plant, and Jakey does exactly that. Spam through the smoke. 4glory might just back off and say. AVN can drop over to Collins. D can drop over to Serini, so they'll still be able to get a FAMAS.
Still possible, still very plausible for Infinite given the circumstances. Look at AVN and how aggressive he is. Raga trying to read him, but he misses the shot. The M4 can't get the second kill.
D's got to try and follow up. Just try and hold rotation.
Okay. Does get caught, and Collins now reads what's going on. No one's at lane, and the T's know that the jig is up. D's back ahead of the platform. When's he going to swing? When's he going to strike? Sees Edom, sees Cementi, lines them up, but Cementi turns back. Look at the damage done to Edom as well. 1 point of health, and Cementi turns around for a triple, leaves it on Collins and Kindo to clutch.
Oh my goodness, what a survival play that is to back up your teammate. Collins has been able to sneak into the site itself, looking up from that area. Oh, the trick of discipline, Jay!
He's caught the headshot, turns around for the second. Perfectly placed for Collins, and Cementi being wrapped in upon by Kindo. No info to him over a donut. The spray is good, and 4glory do indeed recover. What a play for Collins. Yet to be secured. The CTs are going to set themselves up as a result of this. The backtab's being accounted for by Serini, and the taps from Edom and Chanky come up with kills to deny that bomb plant for now. AVN with 1 trade back, but it's a 4v3 for Infinite.
Getting this bomb down is going to be tough. Zoots even with the dualies out from the cave position, and now they just start coming in from ramp. Infinite Gaming, as soon as you deny that...
Had they won that pistol, that could have been the perfect momentum boost to set them up. They're going fast back into the B site again here. Against the rifles, they will overwhelm with the numbers game, and they get a 2-for-1 to get the bomb down.
Oh, this looks threatening. This really is. And then that re-smoke goes down, and as soon as Serini gets that kill, and that re-smoke comes in, 4-on-2 advantage for the T side.
Going to cost them big time. 4glory. Now towards lane, Collins and Serini. Press the issue as Edom takes his deagle up alongside a teammate here over at the window. Molotov's in. Drive him back. Chance for the second CT to strike. He doesn't lean out though. Edom's going to start peeking in with him. Try and catch off Collins. Tap forward to the Eagles. Missing his shot. Dimension comes up good. Meanwhile, Serini on the site does find Zoots. They've siphoned off the bomb from the entries though.
Look, they're coming back, though, from ramp on the T side. They realize we don't want D to be alone. We want to try and give as much support as possible. That bomb does get dropped, but only for a little while. It comes down to AVM being the last one left.
Cementi's flank has worked well. Chanky still holding back on the site. Bomb gets picked up. Rotations involved. 40 HP. Knife out. That's a bad call, because Chanky's going to secure it. 6 to the board of Infinite. I'm probably going to be using it, I imagine. Flashes over as Edom forces forward for Marcin. Kindo catches the kill. 5-on-4, 4glory driven. Taking the world. They'll go for it. Zoots up close. AVN firing back at the right time and catches that casualty by seeing the tag. Deagle Collins not quite as successful. Serini going to have to come in and bail him out. Chanky with 1 pick and a second. Not quite the third. Bomb on site. 1v3 for Cementi.
Just loses that fight straight away up to Serini.
And Collins to be equalized against Infinite know that overtime is virtually an impossibility. They do line up a TK, and they manage to find a little bit of success in this particular round. The trades are good for the T side, however, as they get it back to a 3-on-3.
Slightly.
Can they read it? Yes, they do. Great kill for Kindo. Now 2 players left over to the A half of the map. Great shot in for Raga. Bringing it back as Collins tries to work. Lack of info, lack of vision. Chanky's now going to be spotted. Spray goes awry. A crack angle for the T-side member. And now Kindo's alone.
Just trying to see if they can scramble the CTs. Kindo might be able to deal with a bridge angle of Chanky on the repeat that comes out, but Chanky turns it into a couple and holds
the guns
on.
out. The SMG for Zoots, the AK and for Chanky. The orb shot for Raga does get overwhelmed by Collins. Chanky's also in the midst of the smoke. Going to force forward, see two players and just barely come up with the kills against them. Two men left for the 4glory. Flashbang in to allow the peek for it. Dino opting for the throw, and AVN just giving up the ghost there with a simple peek and pick. Dry face. Chanky does rotate to get that kill over on A lane and get that final
Gaming
pick.
side. Even through from mid, the AWP is not going to be watching out from elbow. All comes down to a matter of timing, and Raggar's pretty much spotted it all.
Headshot the first, flick to the second, not quite as easy. Third shot does connect towards D. And they'll get back on AVN with the pistol out for kills. Ace time for Raggar. Anti-Eco dealt with. Commitment towards the A site just yet. And if AVN can win this one fight, then that could open up the A site. But with Raggar with a beautiful flick to the head, means that they're all just constant, like, just peeks in without utility support, without smokes to siphon them off. Raggar with another kill back on D as he looks in towards window, and the T's just get caught off guard with the flank up. Collins going to get boosted above this smoke, try to look for the players in the back lines or Zoot's directive on the site. Smoke clears, Zoot spotted and sprayed. There's a kill. Back for one pick on 4glory. Will it turn into the site execution dot with Chanky standing by? Kill found of the trade, doubling up of his own right. And again, no utility in their hands. No chance to support the frags. Kindo with a flashback out towards the left-hand side, but not ready for Eden on the site itself. It's a 10th round for Infinite. I don't think they got many. I think they used about 2 or 3 of them. Sereni taking them at 10 on the force buy back, finding Chanky, picking up rifles here. Cementi actually could get isolated and left alone here. Forced out with the Tech 9, secondary kill back. Not like this. Not on this round, Infinite.
Oh, the Eco. It's going to get the bomb down. Infinite coming quickly out from City Spawns. Sereni doing so much damage with that Mac 10. Not enough to get a kill.
It's a pick back for Raggar. AVN falls back behind the big box. Looks in for the AWP. Collins with the M4 at the edge of the smoke. As D gets another good kill back. Raggar with a no-scope shot, but they all get cleaned up. And indeed, 4glory will find their win at 6.